Okay, in equations, we've talked about this before, that with an equation, like a one-step equation, there's only one solution for the variable. But inequalities, inequality, that means unequal, okay? And inequality has infinite possible answers for the variable. So we have some inequalities that you already know. The first one, what is this symbol right here? That is the less than symbol. Okay, but it is not equal to. That's an important thing to know. If I say less than 3, that's anything less than 3, but it does not include 3. The next symbol is greater than. But again, that is not equal to. Now this next symbol you have not seen before. That one is new. If you look, this is the less than symbol, just like this. But then this part right here, what that is it's part of the equal sign. Okay, so you've got, it's kind of like an equal sign. What they've done is they have combined the less than and equal sign, and what that means is less than or equal to. The next one, you've got that greater than symbol, and then again, it's part of the equal symbol. So that would be greater than or equal to. So let's go to the inside. Okay, we're gonna start right here. This says C is what? That is read as C is less than -2. So that is read as less than. For this, there are an infinite number of solutions for the variable. Okay, the inequality is like a rule, okay? The variable can be any number that's less than -2, but it cannot be equal to -2. So let's look at these numbers below, and we're gonna decide which ones are actually solutions. So remember, it's anything less than -2. So let's think about our number line to help us. -1/2. If we think about a number line, and I'm just going to kind of draw a number line over here on the side, I would have 0, -1, -2, -3. -1/2 is going to be over here between 0 and -1. -2 is here. So is -1/2 more or less than -2? It's greater. So that is not a solution. -2 and 3/10. That's between -2 and -3. So that is less than -2. So that is a solution. So we'll shade that in. -1 and 7/10. That would be over here in between -1 and -2. So it's not less. So that's not a solution. 0 is over here. That's definitely not less than -2. -5, that's over here somewhere, so that is a solution. So we can shade that in. What about -2? That is not a solution because that's not less than -2, that's equal to -2, so that is not a solution. What about -1? Nope, that is not less than -2. 3 and 3/10, that's positive, so that definitely cannot be smaller than a negative number. -12, yes, that is smaller than -2, so that is a solution. Now we're going to go to this next one that says K is greater than or equal to 3/4. So that says greater than or equal to. There's an infinite number of solutions for the variable. The variable can be any number greater than 3/4, but it can also be equal to 3/4. So let's look to see which ones we think are solutions for this. If it has to be greater than 3/4, that's a positive number. Can any negative number be a solution? Hopefully you're saying no. So I know nothing on the top row is a solution because there's no way that that is greater than or equal to 3/4. What about 0? 0 is less than 3/4, so that is not a solution. 3/4. That is a solution because it can be equal to, so we are going to shade that one in. 9 2/10. That is definitely a solution. We know that a negative cannot be a solution, so -1 is not a solution. What about 3 3/10? Yes. What about -12? No. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. This says m is greater than 1 3/10. There's an infinite number of solutions for the variable. For this rule, the variable can be any number that is greater than 1 3/10, but it cannot be equal to 1 3/10. I know, again, if it's negative, it's not a solution because a negative cannot be greater than 1 3/10. So nothing on the top row is a solution. That second row, is 0 greater than 1 3/10? No. I know -5 isn't. What about 9 2/10? Yes, that is going to be a solution. What about 1 3/10? That is not a solution because it has to be greater than, not equal to. And then 3 3/10. That is a solution because it is greater than. -12. That is not a solution. Okay, we're going to go to this next part. Y is, that is read as less than or equal to 5. So y is less than or equal to 5. There's an infinite number of solutions for the variable. The variable can be any number less than 5, and it can also be equal to 5. So let's decide what's a solution. If it has to be less than or equal to 5, I know that every negative number has to be a solution because that's for sure less than a positive number. So I'm just going to go ahead and shade in all the negative numbers because I know those have to be solutions. What about 0? Yes, that's a solution because it's less than 5. 9 2/10. That is not a solution because that is not less than 5. 5. That is a solution because it's y is less than or equal to 5. So that is going to be a solution. 3 3/10. That is less than 5, so that is a solution.